Making your way to your back. Taking a moment to find any micro adjustments that feel good in your body, and then allowing yourself to settle in. Becoming fully present on your mat. Allowing the breath to lengthen. Trying to take your breath all the way to your pelvis. Feeling it expand your core, your low back. Making space so that we can build strength. On your next inhale, reaching the arms behind the head, pointing the toes, finding a good morning stretch. And exhale, taking the knees into the chest. Gently rocking side to side, massaging out the low back. Starting to wake it up for the movements to come. Coming back to center. Inhale, hugging the right knee in, allowing the left leg to go long against the mat. Either keeping it still or drawing little circles with the knee. Working a couple circles in one direction. And then finding a couple in the opposite direction. Inhale, hugging the knee back into the chest. And exhale, taking that knee up and over to the left. You can bring a block or a bolster underneath the knee, or just allow it to float, or maybe it reaches all the way to the ground. Gaze can go to the right fingertips, or it can remain to the sky. Checking in with the neck to see what feels best. Trying to maintain the shoulder blades connected to the mat. Inhale, gently drawing the knee back into the chest. And exhale, allowing that leg to go long. Inhale, taking the left knee into the chest. Beginning to draw little circles or staying still. Finding them in the opposite direction. Inhale, hug the knee to the chest. Exhale, take it up and over to the right side. Gaze can follow the left fingertips out to the T. Each inhale, imagining the space between the vertebrae lengthening. Each exhale, allowing the twist to sink a little deeper. Inhale, drawing the knee back into the chest. And then exhale, letting the legs go long. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, pointing the toes. And exhale, allowing the arms to come down to the sides. Palms can be up or down. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath. Inhale, step both feet in so that the fingertips can touch the heels or strive to touch the heels. Starting to notice the low back here. Finding that natural arch underneath the low back. And then gently tilting that pelvis so the low back becomes flush with the mat. Noticing how that starts to activate your low core. This is the position we're looking to maintain even as we lift our hips. Strengthening the low back and the core and the glutes. We're going to inhale, really focus on the engagement. Exhale, press through the heels, press into the shoulder blades, lifting the hips. Noticing that the shoulder blades and the arms are taking a lot of the load so that the neck isn't being strained. Pressing into the heels, squeezing the glutes. Here for a couple of breaths. If at any point you start to feel the disconnect of the core, gently lower back down, re-engage, and then meet us back here. One more full breath. Big inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, gently roll down one vertebrae at a time. Now working through it, breath to movement, checking on the shoulder blades, checking on the core. Inhale, engage the core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Gently windshield wiping your knees side to side, using it as a little reset. Building on to that movement. Returning to center. Tuck those shoulder blades under. Checking on the heels. Knees are still hip width apart. We're going to inhale, extending the right leg heel to the sky. Toes are pulling back to the face. You can bend that knee a lot, but still striving to keep that heel kicking to the sky. Inhale here, find the engagement. Exhale, press into the left heel, lifting the hips. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, engage. Press the belly down to the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower, taking that foot with you. Inhale, extend the left leg to the sky, pulling the toes back towards the face. Engaging the core at the same time. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Two more here. Inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Taking that foot with you. Gently windshield rock at those knees. Inhale, coming back to center. And then exhale, walking the legs out, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Feet are hip width apart or slightly closer. Really making sure the shoulder blades are tucked. Inhale, engage the core. Exhale, press up. Starting to feel it more in the hamstrings and the glutes. One more breath here, big inhale. Exhale, lower down. One more time here, big inhale, engage. Exhale, lift. Staying for a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, find your good morning stretch. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Gently shifting side to side. Grabbing your bolster. Returning to our bridge pose for just a moment. We're going to inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sliding that bolster underneath the sacrum. Gently setting the hips down. Either staying here for a couple of breaths or extending the legs out to get a deeper stretch in the front side body. Allowing the hips to sink heavy into it. Finding a nice stretch. Letting the hips be supported. Still sending your breath all the way to your pelvis. from here, if the legs are extended, gently bringing the feet underneath the knees. Inhale, hugging the knees into the chest, keeping the hips supported on the bolster, so the knees might stay a little higher. And then inhaling, extending the legs, pulling the toes back as if you were standing on the sky. Finding a nice waterfall pose here. Letting the hips be supported. Shoulder blades are tucked. One more big inhale here. Exhale, slowly lowering the heels. Inhale, pressing the belly button into the bolster. Exhale, lifting just an inch off the mat, or off the bolster, just enough to move it out of the way, and slowly lowering down the rest of the way to your mat. Taking a moment here to just take any posture that feels good. That might be some windshield wipers. Maybe you take happy baby, finding your peace fingers around your big toes, or to the outer edges of the feet. You might end the same way you started, finding a supine twist. So taking a couple of breaths here to give the body what it needs. And once you're ready, taking your time to settle into your Shavasana. It can be really nice, since we worked our low back and our core, to bring a bolster underneath the knees to help tilt that pelvis back so that your core can relax, but it's still flushed against the mat. Letting go of any tension you're holding into the body. Allowing the benefits of your practice to sink in. Acknowledging any sensations. If you're recovering from a low back injury or trying to strengthen to avoid low back injury, sending your love and awareness to your low back. Trusting that the pain can receive relief. When you're ready, slowly roll into your right or your left side. Giving yourself a little hug of things. And slowly working your way up to Sukhasana. We'll take one last breath all together. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, collecting all the light and love. Exhale, taking it to your heart center. Letting it reflect all the light and love that is already there. My friend, I thank you for practicing with me, for working on strengthening and building a strong foundation. All the light in me sees and honors all the light in you. Namaste.